Miss Me by Linley. Now, this is a really nice one for acoustic. I'm using a nylon string guitar today for no real reason other than I haven't really played this one for a long time. It's got some nice palm damping and a really cool introduction for those that are liking finger picking. But enough talking, let's make sure you've got the tab and we're going to start focusing on your fretting hand. Chords are really easy. You're going to start with a C implied chord. So you're not playing C like that. You're not doing that. You're playing this. I'll focus on the picking hand later. And you can use basically your third finger, your ring finger, or you can use finger to your middle finger. I'm not really that worried which one is comfortable for you. I think I use the middle finger for starting. And on the picking of the strings, you're going to pick strings 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4. Let me just quickly show you what we're doing with the picking hand before we go any further. We're going to use a palm damping, palm muting technique with your picking hand. We've got the palm parallel to your bridge over here, slightly muffling the strings. And we're picking string, as we said, 5, 4, 3. And we're using your thumb, first finger, and middle finger for the picking action. And you can notice the difference in sound. This is with no damping, and this is with damping. And if you listen to the original, you can hear this is the technique you want, with just a little bit of dampening at the back with the bridge. If you come forward too much, this is going to happen. So if you hear that, then you know your palm has gone too far forward. So it's all about your positioning of your palm, and keep your palm parallel to the guitar. Okay, back to your fretting hand for the next chord. Okay, assuming you started your C using the middle finger like I'm holding now and not the ring finger. Yes, you can use the ring finger, I'm not that worried. Please don't use the first finger, you'll see why shortly. When you go from the C to the G, because the chords are labeled on the PDF, but it's not normal G like that, so we're not playing that normal G. We're just playing this, which implies the chord G, and now we're going to pluck strings 6, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, 6, 4. Still with the damping technique. So your changeover is going to go from here to here, and if I put them both together, we'll get something like this. I want to get a cool angle so you can see my thumb move from the 5th string of the C to the 6th string for the G. You can see my finger hop up there. And again, yes, you may use the ring finger. But we're looking at something like this, slow motion. So basically, your picking hand over here is doing almost the same thing. The only real change is that my thumb comes from here, from the 5th string, G, up to the 6th string. But your fingers 1 and 2 still do the same. Okay, on to the next chord. Okay, this is the next chord. Okay, if you look at the tab, it's just zeros the whole way through. So we're simply playing strings 6, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, 6, 4. And you'll see it says repeat E minor. So you simply play the bar through twice. So if you're going to play the first 4 bars, it's going to sound something like this. Here we go. If you want to join me, get your middle finger ready or your ring finger. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's as simple as that. Now the second half starts off again with the C and the G. And then it changes to D, which I'm going to show you shortly now. So let's focus on your fretting hand again. And you'll notice fingers 1 and 2 on your 4th string, 4th fret. Middle finger, 5th string, 5th fret, and you may use those 2 fingers. So if you prefer fingers 2 and 3 instead of 1 and 2, not a big deal. I like 1 and 2, just more comfortable. And you're plucking strings 5, 4, 0. 5, 4, 3. Sorry, I think I said 0 because of the tab. It's 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4. So if you put the whole thing together, we're going to have something like this in a slow motion. You can watch as we go through the transitions. Your fretting hand shouldn't be working much at all. I'm going to take it through slowly if you want to play along with 1, 2, 3, 4. verse and introductory picking pattern for the song. Now I'm assuming round about now, before we go to the pre-chorus, you might realize that it doesn't sound exactly the same pitch as the original. What Will has done is he's detuned his guitar, and what that means is instead of playing C, G and then E, for example, over there, everything sounds a fret lower. That's what it would sound like if it was detuned. So if you look at the PDF right at the top, I did actually include over there detuned semitones. So if you want to play with the YouTube track or the whatever track you want to play with for this song, you need to just go up here, get your guitar tuner, retune everything one fret down. So E goes to E flat, A goes to A flat, D to D flat, G to G flat, B to B flat, and E to E flat. If you're stuck with that, let me know, but right now let's go a bit further. Okay, we're on to the pre-chorus, and it starts off the same. Then in the fourth bar, there's a little bit of a change. Okay, it goes through, if you look at the bottom of the chord progression, C, G, there's your D, and then the picking pattern changes to E minor for half a bar and D half a bar. I'm going to go a bit more close over here so you can take it through that and show you the shapes. Okay, C you well versed with, you know C, you know the G, you know the D. That's the D shape for this over here. And then the fourth bar, the E minor, the picking pattern changes. I'll show you that now, but I'm going to call out the strings as you play them. E minor is 6, 4, 3, 4, and then D is going to be 5, 4, 3, 4 string numbers. And if you look at your picking hand, you can see over here now my picking sequence has changed. Instead of doing this, this is the sort of the basic picking pattern up until now. That has been the pattern up until now. It's now going to change a bit, and there you can see 6, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4. And you can hear the pitch change because I was actually changing the shapes here in conjunction with that. Okay, and then the next part, in other words, the last 4 bars of your pre-chorus picking pattern, you go back to C, so you're once more over here, middle finger or ring finger as we said, same picking pattern, and it says repeat C, repeat G, E minor, and then the last bar is going to go strings 6, 4, 3, 4. So just be careful for this little subtle changes that Will uses as he goes through the pre-chorus. The E minor and D sharing a bar, also the change of the picking pattern as well. And you should be home dry. Now, when you get to the chorus, finally we do some strumming. So we're going to focus first of all on the chords. Okay, for your chorus, when I found you, I found me, always gone through, life in the back seat. Okay, I'm not going to sing because I can't sound like him. And there's also copyright infringement. Don't want to go there. Okay, but we're now back to your normal chords, your normal C. For those that know it, I'm sure you do. The chord diagrams are on your PDF file. If you're not sure, there's the G, D, E minor, and D share a bar. And you need to just strum each one. So it's going to be something like this. And this is actually done on a keyboard, but it sounds just as cool on guitar. So you're going to go 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Like that. It's basically one strum per chord as you go through it. And then the song gradually builds for the chorus. So you can modify your strumming pattern, something like this. I'm going to focus on my strumming hand now quickly. Now we're looking sort of into the 4th line because I've been thinking for too long. It's simply going to go. You can hear the pitch change from the E minor to the D. Suggested strumming pattern for this to sort of capture the rhythm. As we mentioned, it's largely keyboard, so we're sort of emulating or creating our own guitar rhythm for it, but it sounds quite cool. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2. And it's as simple as that. So just basically slow motion, down, up, down. That rhythm pattern will work pretty well for your chorus. So basically, if you go through those techniques, your palm damping for your picking. Okay, that was a bad example. Okay, If you go through your strumming pattern, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, if you go through that, you've got all the essential tools you need for this really cool ballad. Just remember, if you're playing along with the original and it's not sounding cool, it's because he's detuned his strings. Okay, so again, if you're not sure, give me a shout. I'll happily send it to you. And any questions, let me know. You've got my WhatsApp details. And for those that want to message me that aren't, you can always send me a message via my YouTube channel, and I'll be happy to send you something via email if you need that. Have an awesome week. Take care.